Good morning. Well, it might not be morning when you're watching this, but hello anyway. It's morning when I'm recording it, so good morning. Right, well, I haven't done a Rambleblog for a little while. There was so much demand for it that I didn't know how to satisfy it the right way. You know, I didn't want to let people down. I felt, you know, I felt like I had to create something special. That and the fact that I've been far too busy since June, really, to do it. There is a missing kind of mythical Rambleblog which hasn't actually gone online. Again, mainly because I just haven't had a chance to do it. So at some point I may edit together the missing mythical Rambleblog, at which point you will realise actually it's not that mythical, just missing. So, what's going on today? Well, quite often we get asked about how do we find trails. So, rather than just me sitting waffling about various crap today, I think I'm going to talk about specific rambling, or ramble specifically, maybe is more accurate. I am on the road at the moment in España. Sorry about that. Don't know where that came from. But it's out here. Look, there's Spain out here. Look, here we go. We're driving along the motorway. Wow, it's kind of turned into a normal road now, but it's a big, fast road anyway. And I'm breaking the speed limit. I just realised now. I better slow down again. So yes, we're heading to somewhere I've never been before to go and do some exploration. So we're currently heading to a place called El Chorro, which is very famous for climbing, and I have heard word that there's some amazing trails. I've got some ideas of where to go to. I've been doing some research on the internet, and I've learned about some possibilities, and I'm actually in the name of research. I'm actually going to go and do 2 rides in a day to go and see what I can find. Normally, we don't tend to do trail finding on bikes. We tend to do it on foot, and some people wonder why that is. And the reason is quite simple. It's just that if you're riding, you sometimes miss things because you're going past them too quickly. Well, this is a pretty special area, just to give you a bit of an idea. Just over here, you've obviously got some of the lakes, which go for quite a long way, and a big wind farm over there, and the moon's still out as well. But if you turn around over this way, don't know whether you can see this because the sun's a bit bright, but we have this is where we're heading, basically. Up here, roughly, this sort of area over here. And as you'll see, once we get down there, it gets even more impressive. You've got a rather large crack in the rocks just over here, and if I slow down, you might be able to see that it's actually a gorge, and the gorge has a bridge across it. Quite hard to see from up here, but I will show you in a minute anyway. So we're now going to carry on down, and as you can see, we're now next to a big lake, which is rather stunning, and we're going to stop and park. So I've been getting ready to go, and I think I'm pretty much there. But I just wanted to kind of show you the view first, which is pretty impressive. So there's the lake. And the lake here is basically all part of a giant hydro system. I don't know whether you can quite see up the gorge from here. I'll show it to you again in a minute, but as you see, the lake goes through this tiny little gorge, and that over there is actually a railway through the mountain. Pretty impressive, huh? Well, I've just climbed 400 metres from over there somewhere, basically. Sometimes when you're out trail finding, it can be very frustrating. And you end up wandering around in the woods looking for stuff. There's a dam. And that's where I just came down from. And there's supposed to be some awesome piece of single track heads off into the bushes here. But as you can see, there's just double track. Hang on, what's that? This is a very good sign. A GR marker. Those usually indicate good trails. Oh, hang on, what's through here? Let's go and investigate. Through the bushes, here we go. Oh, looky here, it's a trail. Now, like I say, sometimes this works well, and sometimes it doesn't work so well. But just look at that, look. Ribbon of lushness. Ooh. So, let's just go around the corner and see whether it looks like it's rubbish around the corner, because quite often you go around a corner and you find things are rubbish. And oh, this is a shame. Look, doesn't that look horrible? That looks, to me, like a perfect piece of single track. There's a bike there, that's handy, useful. Well, I have to say, this looks highly promising. That makes me smile, and it means I'm going to have to go down it. Time to put some knee pads on. So, I'm now a bit of a sweaty mess. So, the reason for this is because I've just done another climb. So I've just climbed another 400 metres, so that's 800ish today, I think. Yeah, 766, that'll do for the time being. And the reason for this is, like I said before, I'm trying to do 2 rides today, but I think, to be honest with you, this could be one day's riding if you're feeling fairly energetic. And the question that's probably in your mind is, what was that descent like? Well, I'm not going to tell you, you're going to have to come and find out. Let's just say slick rock, and switchbacks, and more slick rock with rocks on, and hot, sort of fast flowing sections, sandy corners. It was pretty technical, and it made me grin. So now I'm off down the one behind me, over there somewhere, which, as you can see, seems to be quite popular with the locals due to the number of bike tyre tracks there are on it. I was expecting this to be single track, but I'm in the right place, right GPS coordinates, so hopefully it's going to turn into a doozy in a minute, because at the moment it just looks like a double track through the woods. Pretty though, not such a bad place to be, is it? Sometimes this job can suck. You go out, you're looking for trails for ages, and you think you found something great and spectacular, and it doesn't work out. So I've just descended from up there in that valley, top of there. The single track down there was just epic and awesome, really fast and flowing, and well, unfortunately it was great, and it ends up here, and I'm now stuck on the top of this ridge. Oh, what a horrible view. Look at that. Isn't that a horrible view? That's looking vaguely in the direction of the coast over there, sort of. And then over here we've got this massive valley which runs down in front of us here. Over there's a big wind farm. I'm just going to walk in this direction with you, because like I was saying, sometimes this job really sucks, because you find some really good stuff and you end up somewhere really spectacular, and then it just peters out into a really bollocks piece of trail. And unfortunately, that's what's happened here. Look at that. Doesn't that look just awful? What a horrible looking trail. I'm going to have to go and check it out to make sure that it's so horrible that you might want to ride down it at some point. Ooh. Rubbish! Not good. So, I'm nearly back at the van. So how was that? That was pretty awesome. I know I just said before that I wasn't going to let you know about trails and describe them to you, but that trizzle was the shizzle. Sorry, I went a bit Snoop Lion now, in fact. So, over here, that is the gorge. And can you see the bridge up there? Sort of hiding in the middle there. You see that? Anyway, that goes through to another lake, and then if I look in this direction, that rock just there is where that really rubbish looking bit of trail was just now. So what did we find out? Well, I think we found out that actually you want to come here because these trails were great. One of them was very technical, one of them was very flowing, and had some great switchbacks in it, really, really good ones. And also, it's not exactly such an unpleasant place to be, is it? Riding along next to the lake here. So, anyway, that's a day of trail finding. Now I think I might go for a beer. I might go for a beer. There's definitely beer in front of me, just over there.